Prior to plotting your drawing, it may be useful to import the pin setting styles that were established when this drawing was, or when this template was produced. Since this template was produced on a computer different from the one that you're working on presently, it will be necessary to import whatever pin settings were established for this particular drawing. In the case of this drawing, if I go to File and I tell it to plot, of course the first thing will give me the first prompt it'll give me, the message it'll give me, is that the printer that was used previously is not available. That's not a problem. I already know that, so I just say OK, and I can set the printer that I'm going to be using today. In this case, this may not be the same as the one that you're using, but a default Windows system printer is always a safe bet. Also, this dialog does not have all of the options. I can expand the dialog by pushing this little arrow, and I will see that there is a pin style table assignment that is not available presently, as I mentioned before, because this template was produced in another environment. So what I will do then is I know I emailed myself that file, and what I do is I can just get a copy of that file by right-clicking on the icon and saying to copy it, or selecting the copy option. If you downloaded this from your email, you should remember where you left it or where you placed it. In this case, I just put it on my desktop so that I know I could find it. So then I have to go to my plot menu again, or actually this time it's going to be my file menu from the menu browser, and there will be a selection for Plot Style Manager. Now this looks a little different than release 10 because I'm actually working on release 9. The selections are still available. So what I do is I select the Plot Style Manager, and it will give me a list of the plot styles that are currently in this particular system or this particular environment. But since I copied the pin styles from the file that I just downloaded, I can right click here and I can select paste, and sure enough there's a DFTG 1309 file that now is part of the list. Okay, so that when I go back to plot and I select the plot command, it keeps giving me that message, which shouldn't bother anything. Set the default printer, expand, and now the DFTG 1309.ctb file is available. I can select it, and or actually if it's already set, then I'm ready to plot my drawing. This note relates to something that that we learn in the maybe later basic course or the early intermediate course, having to do with annotation scale. It shouldn't have a you shouldn't have a problem here because this was drawn in an entirely different environment. We should continue, and we can preview what that file would look like printed. And the pin settings are such that your object lines should be your thicker lines, and some of your other lines should not be quite as bold.